Hey guys, it's me James from JustKickTKD, and today's topic we're going to talk about how you can safely lose weight.
Trying to let you know 사인을 보내 signal 보내 I must let you know 사인을 보내 signal 보내 사인을 보내 signal 보내 사인을 보내 signal 보내 사인을 보내 signal 보내
Now the first thing to talk about is the macronutrients. If you guys don't know what macronutrients are, there's pretty much 4 of them, okay? Which one is not really talked about a lot, but it's very mentionable to talk about. So protein and carbohydrates have 4 calories per gram. Fat has 9 calories per gram, and alcohol, the macronutrients that a lot of people don't like to talk about, has 7 calories per gram. So there is some truth in what people say. If you want to lose weight, you probably shouldn't drink too much. It's not going to assist you in that much in general. The next thing we're going to talk about very simply, because I just told you guys what macronutrients, the gist of it, what you need to know to basically lose some weight, is to talk about your RMR, what other people call BMR continuously, which in terms definition it's actually wrong, but it's okay. It doesn't really matter. You guys don't need to know these exact names for it. But if you guys look up basically BMR calculator or RMR calculator, you guys will have a basic idea of how much calories you should have per day. After you find your BMR numbers, which is more accurately RMR, for example from bodybuilding.com, you are going to multiply that by 1.2 if you consider yourself sedentary, 1.4 if you consider yourself a little active, I'd say 5-ish to 6-ish if you consider yourself active, and I guess you can go all the way to 1.8 if you're very active. It gives you a general idea, but once again, this is just a little gist of what you guys can do to help you lose your weight. Now, when the people say when you lose weight, the important thing is this, the numbers. The calorie number is what determines your weight loss. However, more importantly, you guys should be thinking about stuff like protein and carbohydrates and fats. And, well, I'm not going to include alcohol because you don't really need alcohol, but those 3 macronutrients, you need to think about it if you want to retain some of your muscle. As you guys already know, if you guys lose weight, it's pretty much inevitable that you're going to lose muscle mass. However, you can still minimize it as much as possible. So if you guys think you can gain muscle mass and lose fat at the same time, I hope you're some type of miracle, because that usually, very extremely rarely does not happen. I mean, there are reasons why bodybuilders have a bulk season and a cut season. There's reasons for that. Like I said, if you guys are trying to cut weight, I would say cut about 500 calories to 1,000 calories at most per your caloric intake. So the reason that you want to do this is because you want to really stress out your body enough. I mean, now when you are losing weight, it's extremely important that you guys consider how much water you drink. Now, if you guys don't already know, there's water in your food. I mean, for example, a big example is look at lettuce. There's reasons why there's so little calories in lettuce with so much quantity, right? Majority of it is water. But so this is why a lot of people actually, well, I would recommend you eat a lot of vegetables. It also helps you get some water into your body. When you guys are dieting, your quality of your muscles are decreased a little bit because you guys are getting less nutrients in general. So it's extremely important that you try to replenish those nutrients as best as you can by taking multivitamins, which is essential for your micronutrients. I might make a more detailed video about that later on. And more importantly, well, not more important, but almost as important is water. I mean, think about it, guys. The majority of your body is water. Your muscles is pumped with blood, which is all basically water. So if you guys drink a little water while you're on a diet, you're really stressing out those muscles of yours and therefore leading to injuries. That's why when you see a lot of people cutting weight, you see a lot of injuries. That means they didn't drink enough water. So when you guys are cutting weight, you need to drink a lot of water. I know in Taekwondo, a lot of people try to cut back on water weight while getting ready for the weighing division. I personally don't think that's a good idea. This is from my personal experience, but you should actually try to get your weight around the weight division in general as close to competition as possible. The reason why, when you lose weight, it's small things that affect your games in competing. It's not just it's not something obvious that you can't tell right away, but these small things can actually change your attitude, your mind focus, and all that stuff if you guys alter a lot. So water weight diets or cutting back, I don't really recommend. You should technically be already in around that weight division. Okay, so I'll give you guys a common example of why water is important. Now think about a rubber band. Now, if you guys have a rubber band and if you dry it out, which means you're dehydrated, though if the rubber band is dehydrated, if you try to stretch it, it will snap. And that's your example of your injuries. Now, if the rubber band is very moist, I guess, I don't know if that's a good word for it. If the rubber band is wet, retains its elasticity. So when you guys pull it, it won't snap as much, right? So when you guys train for athletes especially, you need to drink a lot of water, especially when cutting weight. You're already doing your body a lot of stress by not eating enough foods, by reducing your caloric intake. So you need to make it up, at least try to make up as much as possible with your micronutrients such as your vitamins, your minerals, and even your water. Okay, well, I hope this basic guideline helped you a little bit for your diet. I will probably make more videos in future that mention smaller details in this so you guys can lose more weight more easily. So until next time, see you guys later. Peace.